Dancing and prancing, grooving, keep on moving.
Hey everybody, this is Danny Tenaglia from New York, and we are right here with DJ Mag Latin America, having a great time. Thank you for this opportunity.
Gotta keep on dancing and prancing, grooving, keep on moving, flying, stop your crying, choosing while you're cruising. Music is the answer.
When I was a very young boy, maybe 4 years old, all the way back, I had an attraction to music and instruments, and whoever was playing the piano or instruments, whoever might have been on TV, they noticed that I was dancing or wanted to be near the toys that with the instruments. And then when I was like 7, 8, 9, I was showing that I had somewhat of a gift to play piano, because we had a piano. And they were like, we got to give him lessons. He's going to be something someday. Then I went for lessons, and I was too young. I didn't like the discipline. So I was like, no, I was probably crying. And then by 10, 11 years old, I loved the records too. I love my brothers, my aunts, uncles, whoever had records, I loved to be by the records. And then when I was 12 years old, I discovered a DJ by his 8-track tape, and there was a number on the tape, and I called the number, and I was at my grandmother had like a bodega, and we were there, and this guy Paul Casello was like, who is this? How old are you? I said, I'm Danny. Then I put my cousin on the phone. He goes, yeah, this kid loves music. I told him that I'd come to the club where you play. So he goes, I got to meet you guys. And he came over. He was near. He brought us more tapes. And that's where it started. It was the first time I heard records mixed together. And that was all I wanted to do. That's all I ever did. And I copied it. I would try to do the mixes that he did. I didn't have the equipment. I was only just turning 13. But I would make up ways to do it with you get a receiver, and I would put one turntable on the left, one turntable on the right, and I was mixing with the balance. It's ghetto, right? Yeah, and that was it. I just always loved it. In the 80s, late 80s and 90s, I was getting a lot of attention from the music industry because I had started working on remixes. And then because of the Winter Music Conference in Miami, it started in 1985, but I missed that one. Started going in 1986, and I would play for a lot of the showcases. So after the band performed, everybody was there still dancing. I was the DJ, and I started to get noticed by industry people. They're like, who is this guy? Who's this kid from Miami? I'm like, I'm from Brooklyn. And but that's where I started to get attention. But success really didn't come until maybe 95, when I started getting asked to travel. And then I finally got a good job in New York at the big clubs, which was the Roxy. But I was only there 3 months, and then I started working at Twilo. And that's where it really started to escalate, I was like, wow, maybe I could finally buy a car, I'll tell people that so many years DJing. I mean, I'm 56 now. I was born in 61, and I started DJing like 72. And records, travel the world with records. Never thought I'd switch to CDs, but I did. Then it became, flash drive keys and the CDJs, and now I've moved into Tractor. I never thought I was going to be a DJ in a DJ booth with a laptop. I'm like, no, look, he's checking his email, you know. But Tractor made me feel my production roots again, because I use it in a, you know, not just 2 decks. And I get really excited about some of the loops I bring, and that's what sparked me to want to do this all over again. And you'll hear a lot of it tonight and see it if you watch me. But I'm bringing that now into the studio. It's kind of like the opposite, where I was DJ, then I was like, oh, I want to make records too. You know, everybody's making records, Jelly Bean, and I want to do this too. But now, more was a DJ. You know, success came that way. But now I'm going to bring all my production skills on my, it's kind of like playing live in a way. And I'm going to bring that attitude into a studio. I think it's what a lot of people do anyway, but it's just that because I'm from, you know, yesteryear, that I always thought it had to be like, you know. But it's all good.
For you, for me. Music is
I get so emotional, baby.
the